People, I see I get a few questions. Most people are asking about synchronicities and what messages, and I'm not getting them, and how do I communicate with my guides, or who are my guides, and all kinds of things, and also about transcendental meditation. So basically, this is how you communicate. It's not normal meditation. A normal meditation, people think you just sit there, you think of nothing. That's to get you started. But when you get into a transcendental meditation, there are incredible benefits. It's not only for you to go and astral travel in a remote view, or to go, if you want to do that, yes, you get into that state, and that's when you'll astral travel and you remote view or talk to other beings, see angels. That's how you can communicate with everything that's out there. But it's also incredibly benefits for your health. So it puts your brain, all your parts of your brain go into sync at the same time. It's the only time that all functions of your brain work in harmony at the same time. So you're able to heal. It's incredible healing. It's amazing. It's amazing for PTSD. It'll cure that one. Anxiety. So it all depends on what your focus and what your intent and what you want from it. Because what you focus on and what your intention is where you're going to go, or what you're seeking. So if you're seeking to heal, if you're having a hard time at the moment with everything around you, my suggestion is switch off from all the media. Don't follow any of this nonsense going on. Do it even for 1 week, and you'll see a massive difference in your health, in your mental health, in your stress levels. If you just stop following all the news, all media, any of this nonsense going on, you will see a massive improvement. And definitely at the moment, I would say get out and get grounded. Get in touch with nature. That's where I've been. I've been lying in the field for an hour or two. I went and lay outside. I go walking. I go hiking. You spend a lot of time in nature. So go sit by a stream, go sit by a tree, go lie on the grass, go walk barefoot. It really, really is beneficial. But this meditation, what you're doing is really connecting with your higher self. So you're getting into a deep trance. It's like when you go for a past life regression. It's a deep hypnotic state. That's communicating with your soul, which is your higher self. Now, when you go into this state, you do the same. But you can communicate with your soul, your higher self. You decide what you want to do, whether you're going to align your chakras, whether you just want to heal, send healing to whatever part of your body, feel love, feel peace. So you call that in and you embody that. So people that are upset, anxious, miserable, stressed, sit down and say your affirmations every day, but you believe it. So you start saying that, and you really will start feeling it. So you decide if you want to be happy, if you want peace, if you want calm. So you sit down and you, in your meditative state, or in the morning, you relax. You sit down. It's good to do it, obviously, when you're not stressed. So do it first thing in the morning, helps, because then your brain is still, you could do that. Wake up in the morning. Don't look at your phone and your media. Wake up in the morning, have your cup of tea or coffee, whatever you do. Sit outside, look out the window, look at the birds, and just say thanks for the beautiful day. Thank you. Gratitude makes a big difference. So thank you for this. Thank you for my abundance. Whatever you want, thank it for that. Then you sit down, and if you want to be peace, you say, I am love, or I am peace, I am joy, I am happiness. Whatever you want to feel, and do that every morning, and do it every night. The things that you want to be or feel, say that. And you will start feeling it. You will start being joyful all the time. Literally, I'm not joking. It will transform it rewires your brain, for one. So there's a study done, I think it was Stanford University. I shared it on a page for PTSD, and I shared it on my profile page a long time ago. And the gentleman studied the effects of this on PTSD as well. So they put electrodes on the brain, and they studied when they went into this deep meditation or trance state, transcendental meditation. And that's where they picked up all the brain waves, and every part of the brain went into sync. So first of all, any brain damage, it rewires the brain. It will produce new neurons. It can heal the body. It's incredible. It's boundless. So any healing, any trauma, any stress, any problems you have, and then you hold that. So you call in those things and you say, you've got to look up what manifestation is. You've got to believe it, and that's it. Don't doubt it. You ask for it. I am. And if you haven't got money, I always have money. Okay, don't even doubt. I always have money. Just keep saying it every day. So do it when you finish your meditation. I always have money. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am whatever. And you will feel all those things and you will become those things. So yeah, it's incredible. It changes you. It rewires the brain. So it heals the brain if you've got any trauma. If you've got any negative, you suffered from anxiety. Just don't ever, the worst thing is to say, I am stressed, I am this, I am anxious, I always have, or there's certain things you shouldn't say. And so I told people to get started, you should go listen to the Conversations with God, part 1, 2, and 3. There's audiobooks and it explains manifestation. So it's important. Don't say need and want. Now this is it's one of the common words most people use. So you've got to get out of using the word need and want. And if you listen to the Conversations with God, part 1 and 2, it explains why. Because you're putting it out into the universe or the quantum field, I need something. That means they're interpreting that it's a need you're looking for. That means you're always going to be needing it. You're never going to get it. Same with want. Wanting something, it means you haven't got it. So if you want money or a job, don't say I need or I want it. Because that's what you will get, a wanting of something or a need, but you're never going to have it. So you have to say, I am, or I have. Thank you for my new home. Thank you for my wonderful life, my freedom. If you want to be free, thinking about this, you are free. It's all choice. I am free. That's it. I am free. I am happy. I am peace. I am calm. I am joy, whatever. Whatever you want to feel, and you will start embodying that, literally. You will actually feel that state all the time. You will feel constant love, constant peace, you'll just be in that frame of mind. So it really is, it's incredibly beneficial because you are talking to your soul. And your soul knows everything. Everything. What is wrong with you, where it comes from, why, whatever. So you ask and you will know as well, if you want to know. What's the cause of something? Why, whatever it is. That's it. So what you want, you decide, because you are the creator or the manifester. So you decide what you want in your life, and that's it. I'm choosing the highest timeline. I want peace, whatever it is. But it's a state of being. What you've got to embody is the feeling. And to get to that feeling, you've got to say it. I am happy. I am peace. Music frequency helps a lot. So music with a good frequencies. Everything's resonance, right? Everything you see as well, words as well. So you can listen to 528 or 432 frequency. But some of these mixes are not, because there's lots of different sounds, lots of different background music and things, and they're not all the same frequency. So you've got to make sure that whatever you're listening to, whether it's singing bowls or something, it's one frequency, and it's all that harmonic frequency. That helps you get into that state. Also helps if you play it when you're stressed or when you're working. Put earphones on and listen to that music. It will pick up your frequency. It will make you feel calm and happier. It will raise your vibration and frequency. So you can play that in your house. Play it when you're having a bath. Keep that really good harmonic, that good frequency. It's a really amazing frequency. It's for healing. You have that playing in your house. And if you struggle to get into this meditation, you just keep at it. Don't try and force it. Don't think I can't, why, I'm not doing it, what's not working. Those thoughts, you must remember, you must be careful, because everything you think of it as a magic wand. So if you say, well, I can't, that's what's going to happen. Why is this not happening? Whatever else. So you've got to be very careful. What you believe and what you think is literally what is going to happen. So you have to watch your words and your thoughts, and you've got to be as though it's happening. You're asking the universe or source, whatever, for it, it will come to you. But you've got to embody that then. You've got to believe it and don't doubt it. And hold that. So people that are struggling to get into it, first of all, have your Wi-Fi off. Avoid these days, because they're all very, very low negative frequencies, and they're damaging for your biology of your body. So any Wi-Fi. So try and get landline plugged into your thing. Switch your Wi-Fi's or switch your plugs off. Don't have Wi-Fi. It interferes very badly with the brain, and you are electromagnetic. You pick up frequencies, your body. You might not see them, but they're having a very negative effect on you. So stay the hell away from Wi-Fi. get Wi-Fi protection, get whatever you can, get away from the Wi-Fi. Keep yourselves away from Wi-Fi and things. Then download that music. I did share on one of the videos I made, I shared 3 that really help you get into a deep trance. Because one is quite long. If you download that, it has got a chant. It's one of the Tibetan monks chanting, but it's an but it's at a certain resonance, and that really helps your brain, and you will start going because you actually do. So you practice even when you start resonating, you can hum and hold that resonance. So that music really helps in the beginning for you to get into that very deep trance sort of meditation. But then it's quite easy. It's something you've got to keep doing every day. That helps. It definitely helps. More the merrier. You must practice. So the more you do it, the easier it is, the faster it will be to get into that state. And it also keeps you, because don't think you can do that and just then not do it for a few months and you will stop feeling that. So literally you've got to do those affirmations every day. So you can add, I am free, I am safe, especially for people right now, that will help them. And you imagine this sphere around you. I am safe, I am free, I am happy. Whatever, peace, whatever you want your life to be, whatever you're seeking in your life, whether it's love, because you'll feel that constantly. You will not need it outside. You won't need to seek love anywhere. Because you'll know, first of all, you won't need it. You'll feel love all the time. You definitely won't need to find it in anybody else. You will have those constantly. We've always been seeking outside, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something, a job, it's hollow. You keep looking. It's never going to fulfill you because you haven't found that. You will feel that all the time. Absolutely. It changes your life. It's transformational. It's amazing. And then, as you say, if you want to start communicating with Source, find out what life's about, what happens when you die, well, there we are. The angelic, whatever you want to communicate with, all life. If you just comprehend, I try to, it's amazing, just to try and comprehend it's infinite. We can't even begin to imagine what's out there. If you just look at Earth and you look at, okay, just life itself, just the gift of life, a butterfly, the variety, the birds, the flowers, the animals, the variety we have on this Earth, none of us have seen all of this stuff. We haven't even probably discovered some of the species. It's mind-boggling, and this is one planet. And so the life out there with other aliens, with other planets, with other life, it's just mind-boggling. We can't even begin to know. We don't even know our own history on this planet because it's been kept from us. So we don't even know our own history is pretty much not what you've been told. So we don't even really know our own history. It's amazing. The knowledge is out there. The support is out there because you're talking to your soul. Your soul is obviously, you are number one. It wants to make you, because that's why it dropped into your body, that you are all right. You can have the best life. Your soul wants to be happy. Your soul wants to fulfill whatever it wants here. So that's the person who's really running the show. So if you're communicating and you're working along with your soul, you know things are going to go a bit better for you. You're not trying to do something your soul didn't want to come here for. And your soul is the boss. So it's going to make sure things go its own way. So it's better to know what your soul wants and what you feel, what makes you feel happy. I'm not just saying, I enjoy that, but when you feel something really makes you happy, I mean, it comes from your heart, from your gut, that just your whole life, that joy just permeates to you. That's what your soul seeks. So anything in your life that you think, wow, this is what my dream, but I really, really want to, this is the thing that makes me happy. That's what you focus on. And imagine it, see it every day in your meditations, visualize it, hold it, and you know. Ask for it, also. It's mine, and that's it. This is what I want. This will come to me. Draw it to you by holding it, feeling, imagining. You know it's yours. Go and walk around the place, see it every day, feel it, taste it, touch it. So yeah, you're able to change your life. The protection is out there. So if it's an individual thing, and whatever you're seeking from this, if you want to heal yourself, mental health, whether you want to heal your physical body, you want to find out your past life, you want to find out, who knows, what you're here for, what purpose, why did you choose to be incarnated into this, what's your purpose here on this earth? Why did you actually come here? What's your mission or purpose? You can find that out. You could. I mean, it's just infinite. It's absolutely infinite. I mean, I can't even begin to comprehend. I bump into different things all the time and different beings or whatever. But it also depends where you resonate and what you choose and what you focus on. If you want to focus on our history, it's interesting. If you want to go back and see what history was on the planet, very interesting. Not what we've been told. So I was focusing a lot on our history, following channels and sort of, that are not mainstream archaeology that's hidden. And then I ended up going on trips to see, I was shown when we fell into, the earth went sort of, after the Atlantis story, everything went dark into sort of hunter-gatherer, medieval, doom and gloom kind of thing. But it's interesting to see. You'll see a lot that we don't know about and we weren't told. And so it really is what you seek and what you focus on is what will happen, what you draw to you. It's what you're going to experience, whether you want to see dark things or nasty things or go and play with whatever, that's what's going to happen. So what you believe and what you intend and what you focus on, like you're thinking, your thoughts. So don't hold negative thoughts or bad things. People think, oh gosh, something's going to happen to me or someone's going to murder me. Don't think about that too long, especially more than 7. Can keep focusing on that because you draw that experience to you. So yeah, you want good in your life. You want to be happy. You want whatever. Knowledge. I don't know what you're seeking. Some people are seeking enlightenment. Some people are seeking to ascend, do better. They're not worried about this earth so much. You want to worry about when you leave here, because maybe you're tired of doing this roundabout. So you want to evolve to a higher state of being when you leave here, and to incarnate into that's more what I'm interested in, is enlightenment, and to go and visit Source when I'm finished, which I really am going to, definitely. So I'm going to go and spend some time up there. And then, you don't want to drop back into a place where it's very dense and you can't hold that knowledge, because then you come back here and you can't remember everything in you. It's like being back to square one again. So I want to be able to retain that knowledge in my next carnation. I don't really want to play, 3D Earth anymore. It's not fun. So yes, that's what I am seeking. This is my last rodeo on this one. So thank you very much. I've been doing it long enough, so it's fair enough. So I sought that, and peace. I've always sought peace. So you just can't understand why the world is like it is, and why people are just, because they don't understand the power. People don't realize the true power you have, and they don't want you to realize. You have no idea how powerful you actually are when you realize who you really are. You're actually an eternal being. You have nothing to fear because nothing can harm you. You realize you have the power to change your life, to draw, to manipulate, whatever. So you can have a good life. So nothing bad will happen to you unless you've chosen that in this yourself as a soul. Your soul chose that. It's going to happen. Because remember, we all got to leave this planet. That's our bodies, especially with the toxic environment and all the Wi-Fi and nonsense we've created and food. We don't last long in these bodies because our food's toxic, our water's toxic, it's got chemicals. Everything on this planet is just, we've piled chemicals into it. So it's not good for us. And I suppose you get tired. You also, you want to move on. So we all are going to leave. That's just one of those things. You will leave. So we're all going to die here in this physical body, because it gets a bit outdated, and then we move on. But you decide whether you want to come back into another body here, and depends on your consciousness and how far you want to evolve and whether you want to come back and do this sort of, what you choose. Believe it or not, you choose the family and you choose the everything, country, circumstances that you want to incarnate into. What do you want to experience, or whatever you want to do. Because we won't do the same thing over again. It'd be a bit boring. Could you imagine reliving the same type of life every time? So we've all had great lives. We've all kind of had interesting lives. Yes, it's highly beneficial for anybody, especially to heal, because you heal things at the root. When you go to a therapist or a psychologist, that's it. They don't know. They're not your soul, for one. They're hoping you're going to tell them, and they just want to give you a drug and send you on your way. Most people, it's all about medicine. It's all about treating the symptoms, not the cause. Where your soul wants to get to the cause, and whether it's in this lifetime or another lifetime, it will get to the cause, and you heal it at the cause. your problem is gone. You will never, there's no mental health issues. Nothing is not curable. End of story. Absolutely nothing. People have got rid of their stage 4 cancer, really aggressive cancer. They were told they were going to die. Nothing wrong with them. Gone. So your soul is absolutely incredibly powerful. It's able to heal and change absolutely anything. And that's what people need to wake up to. Absolutely. And it guides you. So no, you won't be deceived. No one can pull the wool over your eyes. You'll be able to see which politicians, who's lying to you, what's nonsense. You will know it because you're in touch with yourself. Your intuition, you'll be able to start feeling it far more. So there's no lies, there's no nonsense, there's no manipulation, that's it. And you will just find peace and happiness. And you know you've got so much company, so much support, so much love. It's there. We just have to ask. And you can go for a rest. Go hang out in the Milky Way. It's lovely. Really nice up there, actually. It's not what it looks like here from the pictures we see. It's very different up there. It's lovely up there, actually. So you can go to the Milky Way. You can go hang out in the ocean, whatever. Your soul will take you to if you need a rest. And it tells you as well. They'll start pointing out things to you. I was shown today I need to go lie on the grass. Don't know. I meditated today and I was shown me lying on the grass. I don't get the point. I'm going. Because of the change in frequencies and the 5G being bombarded with, it's hammering us. And the light coming in from the sun, the frequencies are very high. This new photonic light that's coming in, it's part of the awakening. It's part of the cycle. It's having a massive effect on humans. So you really need a lot of time in nature and grounding and barefoot, whether it's on the beach, whether it's walking in the forest, sitting by a stream. You've got to be out there. Because you've got to try and balance. The energies are going to get these and anchor these energies in, or you're going to find yourself having problems. So there we are, people. It's just the benefits are unlimited, really. I mean, it's just incredible. It will change your life. It does. It's just absolutely amazing. People do it for different reasons. It depends. Some people are using it purely, not in a spiritual. They want to use it to make a great job or money. This is 3D. Most people have, they're not even using it for the spiritual, their soul's evolution or whatever else, or really sort of become a better person. It depends. That's what I'm saying. We all came in, we're all different. We've all chosen to have different things. So sometimes, you just think, I want to come to Earth and just have fun, bugger everything else. You're not seeking anything else. So it really depends on what you want. And some people just use it to have a good life here, and that's it, But you came here to have a good life. You came here to live. And we forget that. You didn't come here to pay bills and get sick and just that's it. Not at all. Not at all. You came here to be free and live, because this planet is awesome. We came here to experience this planet. We've forgotten that. And it is an awesome planet. Wow. It is an amazing planet. It really is. There are similar planets out there, but this is a really spectacular planet. It's lovely. I love it. She's amazing. She's such an amazing being. It's just mind-boggling, this planet. So yeah, I think I'll probably come back because I'm very fond of her. She's quite a special being, the planet. And the sun. Sun's lovely. The beings on the sun. There's a lot of beings on the sun. A lot. It's a portal. Tons. There's a portal to another galaxy, another universe. So they actually use it to come through. You can actually exit this galaxy or universe to get to other ones. But there's also beings living in the center of the sun, right in the center. Look very much like the sun. That's actually their planet. Interesting. Very evolved, because it's got a very high frequency, the sun, 10,000. A lot of ships there, a lot of docking stations. Very busy planet. Especially at the moment, there's a huge amount of beings and UFOs here watching what's going on, because it affects everything. So they obviously also don't want anything going wrong here that can negatively affect the universe, or we blow up the planet or anything silly. So we have a lot of attention on this planet at the moment, because everyone knew it was going to happen. So they want to make sure that we take the good path and not the dark path. But the dark are trying very hard still to hang on. Yes, but it's their time now to move. It's time for humanity to raise up and for a better, harmonious future. But they're still trying the very dark and trying to this technology thing is not what it is, what it seems. And it has a massive carbon footprint on the planet. It's dangerous. We don't actually need. We need very little tech, very little. We actually are the technology. We don't need cell phones. We don't need any of that nonsense. All these things are extremely negative frequencies for all biological life. Because once we all tapped in, once we all doing this, telepathy, we won't need to talk to each other. You won't need to phone anybody because it's instant. You'll be able to tell someone remotely what you want to tell them, and that's it. You'll be able to teleport. It's frequencies. We start focusing on our frequencies and resonance, we'll be able to teleport ourselves. We won't need a vehicle or technology to do it because it's just resonance. But it's been kept from the public, that's all. So it's, being able to get those right frequencies, and that's it. It's all got to do with energy and frequency and resonance. All right, lovely people. So I suggest you definitely, if you're not doing it, I definitely suggest you do it because it's absolutely amazing and it will absolutely change your life for the better. But don't think of dark and if you want to, you must sort yourselves out. People that are having these nasty experiences is because they haven't sorted out their own darkness, their own shadows, their own fears. And that's what manifests. And that's what's because your soul, is trying to get you to grow up and you face them and understand nothing has power over you and you have nothing to fear. And it's going to keep putting it there until you realize, okay, that you have nothing to fear because no being and nothing is more powerful than you. Absolutely not. So those are why, it's the only reason why people are having these experiences because they think, oh my gosh, someone else can do something to me. No, they can't. But if you fear it and believe they can, they sure are going to play with you. So you've got to say, it's a belief. So that's all it's a part of your evolution, to understand that you have nothing to fear and no one can do anything to you. If you believe they can, they will. That's it. And they will, manipulate you and play with you. But they can't, even in the astral. Absolutely not. And you'll find if you get rid of any shadows you have and clear up any past lives and nonsense, nothing will bother you. You will draw no negative attacks, no negative anything will happen to you. Because if you choose something, that's my enemy, or those are bad, or those aliens, or whatever else, and that's what you draw to you. But if you're not picking a fight and you have no issue with anything, nothing will bother you at all. And I discovered that because I chose to learn the hard way. Always have. So I went out there and, oh my gosh, because we have these preconceived ideas. So I went through all those things, all those different realms and, whatever. But I learned. And as I showed, we're all absolutely equal. Once we take our bodies away, we're absolutely equal. We're just souls. So there is no difference. They're not stronger than you. They're not more powerful than you. Absolutely not. We're all one. We're just playing different bodies, different lives, different planets, different experiences. Because we'd all be pretty bored if we're on one planet and we had spent hundreds of thousands of years going around doing the same thing. So we work our way through and then we go around again. It's just, part of the fun. All right, lovely people. You have a wonderful evening. I must check. I must check if it's still on. I'm supposed to do the Akashic Records tomorrow. A real in-depth interview. That's going to make sure if it's still tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll have to redo it. I think it was meant to be tomorrow. And then I'm recording that to upload to YouTube for people. And I'll go right into depth about the Akashic Records. All the ins and outs, do's and don'ts, what, why, with this woman. And then I'm uploading it. And then I've got some more live interviews coming up to record for people. Because people will have a lot of questions about past lives, about the Akashic Records, about guides, So I'm going to be doing a lot of these interviews this week. And I'm putting them up on YouTube. Because people that miss the lives then can't watch them. Because once you've finished your live on TikTok, that's it. It's not available to people. So I'll be doing those and I'll be recording them and uploading them to the YouTube channel I set up especially for this. And then I can stick it up there for people. And they'll cover basically everything as much as possible on all these things because everyone has different interests. So I'm trying to cover that for people. Because there's a lot of people out there and their information's a bit maybe not bad. Now some of them are just no, not willingly putting out, just not sure. Maybe it's just ignorance, or maybe it's just where they're at. Everyone's got different beliefs. Depends on your, you know. So some of the information's a little bit. People think you've got to see it and know it. Don't guess it or take it from the outside again, because people follow and this is what they heard, so they believe that. It doesn't mean it's true though. And some things you won't believe. The best is, I always tell the people, go find out for yourself. You'll see for yourself. You'll know. Go within, because that's the truth. There you will find out the truth. But don't take on someone else's truth just because it's going around and people say this is what happens and that's what happens. That's why I said to people, go and view it yourself. Go and do it. Ask your soul as well. But there's a lot of, this has become a sort of a trendy thing now with a lot of young people. And I've seen some people's videos and I'm like, ooh, it's a bit, yeah. Anyway, but that's also, they'll learn. They've got to go through that. Maybe that's their learning. They have to do that. That's the evolution path. Depends what you're looking for. But people need to be more discerning and search and do some research. Go and listen. Follow people. Learn. And you will feel, maybe not. But don't buy everything just because you're hearing or someone says so. Don't believe, take. Because it's not your truth. You must, the real truth, ask yourself, ask your soul. Because everybody has access to this information. It's in the quantum field. And anyone and everyone can access it. Everything. All things from the beginning of time. All creation. Okay, infinite. Everything is out there. That's what you can access doing this. You just got to choose what it is you want to access and off you go. And also depends on the vibration you're holding and frequency. If you want to communicate with other beings, doesn't mean they want to communicate with you, because it depends. If your frequency is not high enough and if your intent's not good, they're not going to. They won't communicate with you. So they decide who they want to communicate with, depending on your intention, your heart, they can read your intent, whether it's coming from a good place, not, or if it's just selfish, if it's for information, or if you, whatever, and manipulate, who knows. But they decide if they want to communicate with you or show you things. All right, lovely people. You have a wonderful evening, and I must actually check my email. I think tomorrow morning I'm supposed to be up early and doing this because there's a 10 or 11 hour difference with a woman. She's wonderful. She's doing healing and Akashic Records for a long time. Very quiet, but very good. Very honest, just a down-to-earth, nice person. And she's extremely reasonable as well. So I'm going to be going through the whole story for her, which will answer everybody's questions. Because most people just think,